Well, hello and welcome to the Of Men, For Men podcast. I am your host, James Rodney Lemax. Yeah. Get some. All right, come on in. Kick back, relax. Grab yourself a cool one. I trust everybody had a good weekend. A lot of good college games on, a couple of good professional games on, some close ones. Hope you got to spend some time with your friends and your loved ones. Maybe you was able to sit down and have a good meal. I try to do that a couple times a week with mine. You know, that's good. Sharing time, sharing a meal, breaking bread. That's a good thing. We need to do more of that. A lot of people don't do that anymore. They just, if they do anything, they running their mouth over some drinks or something like that. They don't sit down and have a meal, spend time, discuss things. We need to do more of that. It's a crazy world, crazy times we're living in right now. You know? Shit's going to hell in a handbasket with racing stripes. Oh, and it's going downhill and it's gaining speed. Yeah, we are experiencing something I never thought I'd see the light of day of, you know. So do what you can while you can. Enjoy yourself. Take care of yourself. All right, let's get into it. Are you being manipulated? Are you? Are you being manipulated? I ain't talking about the federal government or your local government, because they manipulate you. You are being manipulated. You know, you have to do this or that, you know, without question. That's just the way it is. That's why it's important for you to get involved and, you know, do what you can to manipulate back, you know, to control some of that. But what I'm talking about is in a relationship with a female, are you being manipulated? And there's a lot of ways they try to do that. And I'll try to go over some of them, and I might catch some of them, and some of them, you know, I might miss. You know, I don't have a list. I'm not going down a list. I'm just going to, you know, talk a little bit from experience here. One way that females like to manipulate men, is by you being their hero, their savior. You know, you're helping them out, and they're gonna love you and take care of you, or whatever, and you fall for it. They'll ask you to do something to help them out, to get them out of a tight spot. To get them where they want to be. And they'll tell you, you know, what a good man you are, and this, that, and the other. And you do it. You help them out. You get them, you see them through that tough spot, that rough patch. And you might not do it, you know, for any other reason other than just to be a good guy. You know, I think most men would. But if you're interested in her, then you have some ulterior motives. You know, most people do stuff because they have a motive. They're not doing it just out of the goodness of their heart. I mean, you know, most people are charitable. But when it comes to relationship stuff, usually, you know, there's a motive behind it. You know, they're doing this for you because they want you to do something for them. And as a man, when you're helping a female, if you're interested now, I mean, if she's just a friend or a relative or something, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about somebody that, you're already involved with, somebody that you may want to be involved with. You may be in her circle and you're wanting to get in the inner circle. You wanting to get inside. And so you're hoping, oh yeah, I'll see her through this, see? And she'll see. She'll have that revelation about me and see me in a different light. And that normally doesn't happen. She's just manipulating you just to, she already knows. Most females already know whether you like them or not. They already know. I didn't know. I didn't know you felt that way about me. I didn't know you had those feelings. Come on. Girls know that. They know when a guy likes them and when they don't. They know. They always, even that's a manipulation. Oh, I didn't know. Yeah, you did. That's why you was doing it. That's why you was acting the way you were. I thought we was just friends. No, you didn't. You knew I had, you knew I was burning a candle. You knew there was a little flame there. You knew I had a little crush on you. And I was trying to get inside. Come on now. So they'll manipulate you in that way. You trying to be the hero. Or if you're already in that relationship, you're already seeing them, dating them, having some kind of serious relationship. They'll be the victim. They'll be the victim. No matter what happens, no matter what's going on, they always turn it back on themselves. Regardless of how it affects you. They're the victim of the situation. And you're like, you looking at her like, yeah, what? What are you talking about? You ain't got nothing to do with it. And all of a sudden, you the victim now? Are you Crazy Grady? They ought to call you Crazy Grady. And for you old enough, you know that where that comes from. That's from Sanford and Son. But yeah, they'll be the victim. Always the victim. Always playing the victim. So now you got to come along, try to, prop them up, reassure them. Somehow make them feel better about the whole thing, even though whatever's going on ain't got nothing to do with them whatsoever. You might be the one that's actually the victim, and they're trying to manipulate you now. And sometimes you get involved with these females that, they got, I call them daddy issues, but, they're abandonment type issues. My first wife was like that. She I don't know that she ever had, a real father. She had some father figures, but I don't think any of them are really permanent. And she always, it's like she had to know where I was and who I was with, and why are you talking to that female? I'm like, I work with that female. I have to have communication. I have to talk with, we have to do things together. Real manipulation. You don't text her back fast enough. You didn't answer her call. All these kind of things. You are constantly being hounded. Your whereabouts, where you're going, what you're doing, who you're doing it with. You ain't gonna have no friends.